Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Dave C., Indianaradio267. It is Friday. We are here wrapping up the work week for a lot of people. So we want to get you safe. We want to get you started well and get that cup of coffee so we can get going here. Sit back, relax, have that muffin, have that bagel. Let's get going with the news. An old tax scam with a troubling new twist. We know they're out there. They're the criminals who call and claim that you'll be arrested if you don't pay up on an old tax debt that you don't actually owe. But the official sounding calls can be scary. This comes from Michelle Singletary of the Washington Post. She says, my 17-year-old daughter got such a call recently on her cell phone that she doesn't even pay income taxes. She suspected it was a scam, but she rushed to me to make sure. But because many more people have become aware of the telephone tax payment trick and learned to ignore the threats, the schemers had to evolve. And the latest twist on the swindle is just pure evil. The IRS has issued a warning to taxpayers about a scam in which a fraudulently obtained tax refund is deposited into a victim's actual bank account. Here's how it works. Cyber criminals steal people's data from tax professionals, including routing and bank account numbers. The crooks file fraudulent tax returns. Fake refunds are then direct deposited into taxpayers' real bank accounts. In one version of this scam, the criminals then contact victims claiming to be from a debt collection agency, and they say the refunds were deposited in error. They claim they are now trying to get the refund back for the IRS. I can imagine how easy it is to panic and fall victim to this scam. Taxpayers can see money has been deposited. They know it isn't rightfully theirs. And since nobody in their right mind wants to mess with the IRS, they are eager to cooperate and return the money. It's insidious, said Eric Smith, an IRS spokesman, who added that thousands of taxpayers have been affected by this scam. In another version of this racket, the taxpayer gets a menacing recorded telephone message about the deposited refund. Someone claiming to be from the IRS threatens the person with arrest, criminal fraud charges, and a warning that his or her Social Security number will be blacklisted. People are given a case number and then a telephone number to call to arrange the return of the refund, the IRS said. Obviously, do not call back any number left anyone claiming to work for the IRS or on the agency's behalf. The IRS would not call you. It's definitely the crooks calling. You need to return the money, just not to them, Smith said. In addition to have to figure out how to properly give back the refund to the IRS, you need to close your bank account and contact your tax preparer. As for returning the fraudulent refund, you should go to irs.gov and search for topic number 161, returning an erroneous refund, paper check, or direct deposit. Then follow the steps. If the fraudulent refund was direct deposited into your bank account, contact the Automated Clearinghouse ACH department of your financial institution. See if you can have the deposit returned directly to the IRS. You also need to call the agency to explain why the refund is being returned. Individuals should call 1-800-829-1040. If you're a business, call 1-800-829-4933. If the erroneous refund came as a paper check, write void on the back where you would normally endorse it. You'll have to send the check to the IRS location based on the city listed on the refund check. You should include a note explaining why you're returning the check. And if I were you, I'd make a copy of the check and return it via certified mail just to be on the safe side. Return the money as soon as you can. By law, interest may have accrued on the fraudulent refund, Smith said. This is another reason why you should procrastinate in filing your return. But if you do fall, you've fallen for a tax scam. Read the IRS Taxpayer Guide to Identity Theft at irs.gov. One thing I did to protect myself was to sign up for an IRS online account. If you're still putting together your tax return, as I am, it's one way to monitor your tax records. You may not be able to immediately set up an account because of security measures. If you have a credit freeze on your Experian credit file, you'll have to temporarily lift it. I had to wait for the agency to mail me an activation code to finish the process. But once your account is set up, you can see what return has been filed and get a payment history. When it comes to your tax return, just be careful out there. And again, this came from Michelle Singletary of the Washington Post. So some real good advice out there. Pence slams North Korea's leader's tyrannical sister after near meet. Pence and Kim Jo-young, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, sat in the same box during the February 9th opening ceremony as the Winter Games in Seoul, but the pair did not interact. That scene, broadcast worldwide, was closely watched for its diplomatic signals. The official said later that Pence and North Korean officials had planned to meet secretly during the games, but that the Pyongyang gang scrapped the talks at the last minute after he criticized the murderous regime. Pence on Thursday had choice words for the North Korean leader's sister, who was given wide press coverage during her appearance at the game. The sister of Kim Jong-un is a central pillar of the most tyrannical and oppressive regime on the planet. An evil family clique that brutalizes, subjugates, starves, and imprisons its 25 million people. For all those in the media who think I should have stood and cheered with the North Koreans, I say the United States of America doesn't stand with murderous dictatorships. We stand up to murderous dictatorships, Pence said to loud cheers. This is Dave C., Indiana Radio 267, Brownsburg. We're coming back with more news. Stay tuned.